Hello, this is Bart Bruns on the Mobile App Update today for March 4th. Overall goal is to plan, present, and process in real time. Our launch today is to have the planning and processing launched out in different phases. That will look like this. By March 22nd, the Southwest Division, this is Dale Nelson's division, her 5 DMs and around 80 total staff, will be efficient on the basics. Then we'll move on to the Midwest Division, and you see the South Central, the Southeast Division, the Northeast Division by these dates, by these end dates. So we're about to warm up and start the Midwest Division and the Northwest shortly, but how we're looking at to deploy, those are just dates, and we're going to pod out those divisions and dedicate national resources. But this is the overall view model where the yellow would be the FSRSU, the red is division trainers, and the gray is division managers. So we'll be working, giving more leeway time with division managers and division trainers to get them up to speed, and then they in turn will reinforce it to the FSR level. That's a big part of this. We're getting a lot of questions on proper devices. It will work on Apple devices. It will work on Android devices. If you have anything else, it's not going to work. If you're in the market to buy a new device or a new tablet, consider having tablets that are in the same ecosystem, an Apple iPad with an iPhone, for example, and the same thing with a Droid. Consider refurbish. You can get these for half off. They're fine machines. They work just fine. The expectation we have is 80% of all sales processed by year end through the app. Why not 90? Why not 100? Well, what's at stake here is that we have some members who don't use email addresses at all. So then we'll have to go through the manual process. We have some members like Mennonites and other type for religious reasons won't do it, but regardless, this is a big change acumen. We do expect people to be open-minded, to try it, to know that it's a competing ritual, a competing habit with what you're used to, and just stay with it. We'll have more on training coming up in a moment. And as we roll out the super divisions, one of the Alpha 6 testers will be available as well. For instance, Chad Fleck here in the blue shirt will be a resource to Dale Nelson's division as we're moving forward in that first one. So again, back to your role, how do you prepare? Well, a couple tips is scale up your experience on it. You want to accelerate your action, accelerate momentum, and your understanding through your experience. And one of the best resources to do that is the website sales.nfib.us. If you haven't been here, this is where we post questions, post videos, sales.nfib.us. Here's what that looks like. On here we have a current video we just produced last week on the hot lists and how to go through the hot lists, how to reorder them. That's a foundational skill set. So you'll see the videos here and you'll see other categories, and you just cruise through these. We have about 11 videos total for Exego at this time. What's good is when questions come in, we respond in threads, so we're building quite a archive here of comments about the app, and what's great is all this is searchable, so you'll see a search bar that you're able to put in a search term. So let me show you how that works. You just simply submit your question for FAQ here. It'll bring up a template. You just put your name and email and hit send, and it'll zap it our way, and that way again we're building a body of knowledge, and that'll help everyone involved, so we appreciate that very much. Is simply spend time on the app, spend time on the metrics and menu, and dig in, create hot lists, go through the videos on the Knowledge Center website, learn about creating hot lists, start there, know what sales go into the desktop version and what goes into the mobile version. The mobile version is live in front of the member, but if you hit snags, no problem. You could, when you do your paperwork, normally from a home PC, or you can go to a library, you can enter these sales through the desktop version of the app. If you need to reinstall the app, the link is apps.nfib.org, and you can save this in your favorites. You can put an icon on your desktop, but to use the desktop version, you just simply click over here to the right. If you need to reinstall the app, you click either one of these, and it's very common. We're doing a lot of updates every 2 weeks. If you hit snags on the app, if it freezes, if it has problems, delete the app and reinstall. So you want to keep this link of apps.nfib.org to reinstall and to use the desktop version as well. So we hope that's helpful. We thank you for being involved. Good selling.